The door was shaking. He was outside, banging, hard. One fist after another, like he thought if he just hit hard enough, the glass would give, and I remember just standing there, frozen. My hands were trembling so bad I couldn't even dial my phone right the first time. My coworker whispered, "He's going to break in." And at that moment, I believed her. This was a guy who'd been calling us all day, begging, then threatening, then promising that if we didn't give him what he wanted, someone was going to get hurt. Before I explain how it got to this point, if you've ever dealt with someone who crossed a line so hard it shook your whole sense of safety, you're gonna relate to this one. Drop a like if it hits close. And subscribe if you want more stories like this, stuff that actually happens, not just what people think happens in jobs like mine. Anyway, let me take you back a little. Because none of this started with violence. It started with a voice on the phone. I work in a dental office. Just front desk stuff, mostly. I've been there for years. And if you work in healthcare, even on the admin side, you learn to read people. You notice the way someone talks, the way they shift when they sit, the questions they ask when they're not really listening to your answer. There was this patient, I'll call him Mark. He was the kind of guy who'd make the air feel heavy when he walked in, you know what I mean, not loud, not dramatic, just wrong. Like his energy hit first before his body ever crossed the threshold. He'd been coming to our office for a while. Bad teeth. Real bad. The kind of decay that doesn't come from just forgetting to floss, it came from years of abuse. And I'm not judging. I know life gets complicated, addiction is real, people fall through cracks, but Mark, he wasn't looking for treatment. He was looking for codeine every single time. He'd book appointments for minor procedures, cleanings, fillings, whatever, and right after, he'd start angling for pain meds. Not, can I take Tylenol? Not, what's recommended? No, can you call in Tylenol with codeine for me? He'd say it like we owed it to him. Like pain relief was his right, and we were just the middlemen standing in his way. And every time we said no, every time the doctor would write a prescription for something appropriate, like ibuprofen, he'd act like we'd betrayed him. His whole vibe would shift. Eyes go dark. Shoulders tight. You could feel it in the room. He never blew up, but you could tell, just under the surface, he was ready to explode. At first, I brushed it off. We get all kinds. People are afraid of pain. People dealing with real trauma. People who just want to feel better for a while. But with Mark, it started to feel calculated, like he was testing how far he could push. Like he was trying to find the crack in the wall. And I swear, there's this kind of emotional exhaustion that comes from people like that. You don't even realize it at first. You just start dreading their name on the schedule. You feel your chest tighten when the phone rings. That Tuesday morning? My stomach dropped the second I picked up and heard his voice. "Hey," he said. "I need something for the pain. Tylenol with codeine." No greeting. No explanation. I told him what I'd tell anyone, the doctor's out of town until Thursday. I can offer you 800 milligrams ibuprofen, or I can refer you to urgent care. Silence on the line. Then a slow, almost annoyed, "You're kidding, right?" "I wasn't, I'm in pain," he said, raising his voice. "You people worked on my tooth. You caused this. And now you're telling me you won't help?" It wasn't even a real procedure. He'd had a deep cleaning. No drilling. No extraction. No cause for narcotics. I explained all that. I kept it calm. He hung up. An hour later, he called again, then again. And again. By the third call, he dropped the pretense. "No more pretending to be polite, you're messing with the wrong person. I need that prescription. If you don't give it to me, I swear, you're going to regret it." And I wish I could say I brushed it off. I wish I could say I laughed. But I didn't. My hands were sweating. My heart was pounding, because there was something in his voice, some cold, quiet certainty, that made it clear, he meant it. He wasn't just upset. He was dangerous. And then he showed up. No warning. No appointment, just boom boom boom, fists on the front door. We'd already locked it when we heard his car pull up. I peeked through the blinds, and I swear to you, I've never felt fear like that before. He was pacing, breathing heavy. knocking with the side of his fist like he was trying to break the damn thing. We didn't answer. He stayed, banged, pounded, cursed. We called 911, whispered through the phone. He eventually left, probably afraid someone called the cops, but he wasn't gone 10 minutes before he was calling the office again, and this time, he said something I'll never forget: "If I don't get my prescription, I'm going to make sure you feel it." That night, I sat in bed and thought, what if he comes back? What if next time he has a weapon? What if next time, we're not fast enough? I felt violated, not physically. Not yet, but in the sense that my workplace, the one place I was supposed to feel safe, had been turned into a threat zone by one person, and I thought about all the times we'd let things slide. The red flags. The excuses, and I just snapped. And no more waiting. No more hoping someone else would handle it. I called the police the next morning. Told them everything. And then, I made the call. I called Mark, kept my voice steady. "Hi Mark. Sorry about yesterday. I finally got the go-ahead. The doctor authorized a limited script for you. You'll need to come pick it up in person. Just bring your ID." He didn't thank me. He laughed. I could hear it in his voice. That twisted kind of "I won" energy. I hung up and waited. The police were already stationed near the front entrance. I didn't watch the arrest. I didn't need to, but I did watch him walk through the door thinking he was about to pick up a bottle of pills, and instead, he got handcuffed. Turns out he had priors, and the threats he made to us, violations. He ended up spending a year behind bars. Look, I'm not proud that it came to that. I don't like getting people locked up. I believe in second chances. I believe in rehab. I believe people can change, but I also believe in boundaries. And when someone turns your workplace into a war zone, when they threaten your safety over pills, they're not a patient anymore. They're a predator, and predators, they don't stop unless someone makes them anyway. That's the story. Not something I ever thought I'd be part of. If you've ever had to draw a hard line, to stand your ground even when your voice was shaking, I see you. Leave a comment, share your story if you want to. And yeah, hit the like and subscribe if this one hit close. Take care of yourselves, and remember, sometimes the best prescription is accountability.